Christmas excitement is in the air. People are beginning to decorate their trees and hang their stockings. But often, we forget where these traditions came from. At Black Creek, Victorian Christmas activities are celebrated every day come November. Families are invited to visit and discover the holidays as a pioneer. The journey begins with Emma Cancelier, who teaches us all about the Victorian Christmas tree.
So I'm stringing garlands right now for the Christmas tree. I dried these apples, cored them, peeled them, chopped them, and hung them up over the fireplace in September. They hung there for about 2 weeks, and then they were dry enough that we could start doing this to them. Apple schnitz, that's what the chopped apples are called. They were one of the main sources of fruit in the wintertime. We'd eat them Christmas morning, we'd eat them probably leading up to Christmas morning too. You just string them like you'd string any other garland, in and out with the needle, and then slide it down to meet its friends. And you string them about 3 meters long, and then we just drape them over the tree. So one of the cool things about this tree is it's a really great example of the presents being hung in the tree instead of under the tree and wrapped. Most of the gifts would have been handmade, but some of the special items, you know, your one big gift in the year would have been something like this over here is a gunpowder horn, so this might have been something that the oldest son would have gotten.
Much like today, the tree was also decorated with lots of flowers.
These are called tussie-mussies, and so these are like little potpourris, and after your tree had come down in the new year, you could then take your tussie-mussies and put them in a drawer or in your purse, something like that, and it would have kept smelling good and been useful even after Christmas.
You want to come over here and see the puppet you can make?
Our next stop is the Christmas Shadow Puppet Theater. Shadow puppets were popular 150 years ago when it was too cold for children to play outdoors. Here, young visitors can make their own shadow puppet. After shadow puppets, visitors get their hands sticky learning about old-fashioned Christmas candies. Taffy made from molasses was a Victorian favorite.
Molasses is dark and sticky and sweet, and so we put molasses in here and brown sugar and butter and a little bit of baking soda. Now what the Victorians would do, the people who lived a long time ago and dressed like me, they would actually make this in the winter time, and they would come out with their big hot pot of taffy and they would find a snowbank and they would pour it on the snow. And what do you think happens when they pour it on the snow? It hardens, that's right. When it got hard, they would peel it off the snow, and look at that, I just scoop it up. Who wants the first one?
While sticky taffy and other goodies were delicious, it often meant a trip to the doctor's house. Tim Wilson placed the doctor at Black Creek. He says pioneers with a sweet tooth would have to get them removed.
You might potentially get bad teeth, so this is your tooth puller. It has a claw at the end of the hook which will go around the base of the tooth, and then you twist.
But at Black Creek, you can enjoy traditional Christmas foods without having to get your teeth removed. Charlotte Quinn bakes every day for visitors at the Halfway House kitchen.
Every day here we bake bread, so whole wheat bread was always served on the table, and it's almost like buffet style. You ate as much as you wanted, so there's no reason why you would come off the table and be hungry. Their favorite Christmas dessert, sponge gingerbread, which is like a muffin, shortbread, gingerbread, lots of gingerbread.
Preparation for the Christmas program begins in October. Families come to tour the village to learn about old traditions.
We came here with our children so that we could teach them about the past, and they have an appreciation for the people who've lived before us.
And the kids love it.
It's awesome! We get to look like we're actually a pioneer because we get to dress up in pioneer clothes and take a picture. I saw the sheep down there.
It's been fabulous. The kids have really had a great time so far.
If you'd like to learn more about Victorian Christmas activities or perhaps start a new holiday family tradition, Black Creek is open until December 23rd. I'm Karen Ciolin for Ryerson Broadcast News.